Well, looky here. Look at who's here. All right. How you doing, folks? All right. Just a second. Let me get everything situated here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How come it's not coming on here? Let's see here. What's going on? What's going on? Is it? Oh, okay. There it is. All right. Let me just change a couple of things here on the Facebook. Go public. It is public. And there we go there. Is it? Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Popcorn whiskey. Friday night special edition. I've been gone for a long time. Coming back at you. So salute. Cheers. Here we go. Probably wondering what's been going on. Honestly, a lot. I don't know where to start. I'm just popping on tonight just to see the old gang, see who's coming on, see who's not. Not going to be on here for very long this evening, doing my thing. Oh, hey, check that out. Huh? Right there. See that? See that? The new popcorn and whiskey sign. I'm still trying to figure out a good place for it. Maybe move it up a little bit. I don't know. We'll see what happens there. I actually got a couple of signs for Christmas presents, but when I illuminate them in the background, they blur out everything. So I'm still trying to figure out where I want to put it all and how I want to do it. Rearrange things. I'm trying to get new background, new everything going on here. So that's what's going to be going on soon. Again, I'm just popping in for a little bit tonight, probably 5-10 minutes tops, something of that sort. If you're watching me live or on replay, I am here. This is 10:20 p.m. Eastern time here at the home studio, which I need to have a name for this home studio. I don't know what I'm going to call this place yet. As I'm rearranging stuff, you can't see it, but I have rearranged stuff all around me. And eventually, this background you see behind me, it's going to be rearranged as well. And once it is, hey, it's going to be, at least my plan is more. I don't want to call it more professional because that's not what it's going to be. It's going to be more less cluttered. If that's a way to do it, I don't know. I'm still debating different things to do back there, so we'll see. You got a new cup tonight. This is the one I had, so that's why I put my whiskey in. It's actually homemade stuff. What I've been doing lately, speaking of whiskey, and it's coming out pretty good. I've been taking let's just call them spirits. We'll just call them homemade spirits, okay? And I've been putting different wood chips, oak spirals in different forms and different quantities and different cubic inches, so to speak, inside, and let it soak for a while. You go that route, and yeah, I got several working, and I'm telling you, this is going to be pretty good. I'm enjoying it so far, and different things I'll be trying out as we go along here. And I got the idea because I've done this in my oak barrel, but I wanted to try something different, and I tried Jack Daniel chips before, and it came out pretty good. And we'll just do that. Sorry about that. Sorry about the yawning thing, but hey, that's part of it. You know how it goes. Also, I got some things going on the television here just to see what's happening over there. So, I am triple casting tonight. Facebook, YouTube, and X. But X used to be Twitter. I don't know if I'm going to continue doing that because usually, I have several different platforms I can stream on, and I do 3 at a time because the package I am with my live streaming provider, which I use, the StreamYard, as you can see up here in the corner, it says StreamYard up there. I am paying for the monthly package where they have to, or they don't have to, but they do put their own brand up there. And the package I paid for, I can go live on 3 different platforms. If I would pay more, which right now I am not going to be paying more, I can do more than 3 platforms. Hey, Bill, how you doing, buddy? Hey, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, and holy moly, we got all kinds of people just joined us. Wow, I don't know what happened there. I guess I mentioned the word Twitter and YouTube and Facebook, and all of a sudden, boom, I get all kinds of people coming in. So, Bill, I hope you had a nice Christmas. And I don't know what you're doing for New Year's, but I was actually down in Florida visiting my mother down there. Christmas Day, we usually have a tradition. We go to the beach. Even when I lived down there, I went to the beach on I went to the beach on Christmas. I went to the beach on Christmas Day, and that was always a tradition I had. And so my mother and I were going to go, but this past Christmas, it was windy. It was a little on the chilly side. It was raining, so there was no beach going on that day. And I had a massive, massive head cold. I don't know, head cold, I guess you call it, but right up here, the whole sinus cavity. I couldn't breathe. It was just a miserable day for me. So I sat, Mom and I basically sat at home. We made some calls, got to watch my little niece open up her presents, and with the family, we did a video chat with them. It was pretty nice. Then we ended up watching a couple of movies. Mom and I did. One of them we watched My Big Fat Greek Wedding Part 3. If you've seen Part 1, fantastic. If you've seen Part 2, fantastic. If you see Part 3, horrible. Oh my God, was it horrible? It's like they meant to do it bad. I mean, you couldn't do this on purpose. It was that bad. It was horrible. My word, was it horrible. I do not recommend Part 3 to anybody, not at all. Then we also watched the Minions. I love the Minions. That was so cool. With was it Kevin Stewart and Bob? I just cracked up watching that movie. I don't know why. It was all right. So it was funny, as if you know the Minions, as they were talking, my mom kept saying, I don't understand the language. What are they speaking? I said, Mom, no one understands the language. It's a Minion language. It's what it is. So that, and watching football, and did some good stuff. And we basically didn't leave the house because of the weather, and then because I couldn't breathe either. So our Christmas Day was spent just being with my mother. It was fine. It was fine for me, and I'll keep doing it as long as I can. Absolutely. And then New Year's coming up. What am I going to do on New Year's? I don't know. Honestly, going out just doesn't appeal to me anymore. Going out to some places, it should, but it doesn't. I'll probably be live sometime that evening. I'm sure I will. And maybe I'll have a different background. Hey, Bill, if you're still watching, let me ask you: does it look blurry to you? And maybe it's because I don't have my glasses on, but my screen looks blurry. Let me see if I can make it better here. If I do that and I back out, it usually gets better. I don't know. Yeah, was it not in focus? I didn't know if it was or not. I couldn't tell. When I see the sports nutrition over here over my shoulder. No, it is good. Okay. All right, Bill. Thank you. And my screen just look blurry is all. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about going out and everything else. So also, I like college football. I don't like what the scheduling did this year. I think it sucks, honestly, and maybe I'll get into that over the weekend. But it also sucks that all these games are on ESPN. What if you don't have cable? How are you going to watch the games? What if you only have an antenna? Are they on streaming platforms? I don't know. I haven't researched it enough, so I don't know. But if you don't get ESPN, you're basically screwed. And I know several people, not going to mention any names, who don't have cable because they usually don't watch ESPN, and everything they watch. Whoa. All the lights just flickered in here. I don't know if you caught that on your camera or not, or on your thing or not, but everything flickered. But anyway, yeah, if you don't have ESPN, I don't know how to watch it. We'll see. We'll see what's going on there. Maybe I'll be informing people. And I do know there are some streaming platforms, which I'm not going to mention which ones, who illegally carry different sporting events. You can watch it that way. I say illegally because I don't think they're paying for the feed. I mean, they probably pay for instance, let's say they have ESPN, and they show it on their screen, and you can watch it via your computer, or if you can plug it into your TV somehow, you can do it that way. They do it on different floors. They being the people who are doing it, who are broadcasting it on their platforms. They do it because they get money for the viewers that are watching it. So, and I guess that's okay, because if the platform they're showing it on, or that they're showing it, and so for instance, if they're showing ESPN on their streaming platform, and ESPN has commercials, they're still going to be showing the commercials to the audience, right? Which is what ESPN wants to do to begin with. They want to show the commercials because the advertisers, of course, pay for the ads on their games, right? So I don't know. It's all money, as we all know. Okay. Wow. I'm crunching my eyes. Sorry about that. I've been on more than 10 minutes already. I wasn't planning on staying on more than 5. I guess when I just start talking. Now, I do have a lot of things coming up that I'll be talking about, because I've been collecting things, different topics to talk about, and things like that there. And of course, I would love to get into politics, talk about politics. I would prefer to do it with somebody else on the line, or talk with them that way. That'd be great. Of course, we can talk about certain sports, NASCAR, of course, the big sport, the best sport. I love to talk about baseball, but I don't know enough about it. I don't watch enough about it, so I don't follow it that way. Whiskey, of course, or making spirits, and not a aficionado on different whiskeys out there. I say I make the homemade stuff, but I'd love to talk to people about that as well. Popcorn, of course, popcorn and whiskey. We'll talk about that in the future. We talk about movies, of course. Love talking about movies, different movies. Professional wrestling, of course. Oh yeah, we talk about professional wrestling all night long. If someone wants to talk to me about that, we can. Great, fantastic. And so we got all kinds of topics coming up, and I want to get more of a format going on. So we'll see how that works out, and love to get input from people who watch and or listen. And yes, I still have the same cameras. I don't know why I just saw this. Still have the same camera setup as I always have. I haven't changed it yet. I would like to put another camera somewhere around, do something even possibly behind me, so I can get a different angle going in with you guys. So you can see what I got going on here. I think that'd be pretty cool. So we'll see, little by little. Things will change. Things will get hopping, and hopefully we'll be having guests on a more regular basis. If you were watching several months back, what was her name? Renee, the dating coach. She was fantastic when I had her on here, and to this day we still talk via Facebook. I do have all kinds of folks on the health and wellness side of things. I've talked to on my other channel, so maybe I'll bring them in as well. But we will definitely be talking and bringing folks in for interviews, whether they be live on screen or via phone, which I can do that as well. I don't have it hooked up now because I go through Google Voice. People can call in. I'm going to have to test that again, because I actually used that a couple of times the last couple of weeks to make outgoing calls for business purposes, And the people on the other side, sometimes they did this happened, sometimes it didn't. They were saying they heard an echo sometimes, and sometimes they didn't. I don't know why, what the difference was. So I'm trying to figure that out still. So we will. All right. I'm going to stop it here. Finish this and probably just relax and get away from my studio for a little bit for the time being, and we'll go from there. Okay. So once again, check out the new sign. Maybe it'll get illuminated. But once again, if it does, it's really too bright. And I'm probably going to move it up there. Maybe move the flag down, or put the flag on this side. I don't know what I'm going to do. You're going to see all kinds of different things. If you have any feedback, let me know. Okay, put it in the comments. I will stop it here. Thanks for being here again. My name is Andrew Popcorn Whiskey. I am the face who runs the place, of course, like I usually do. And we'll go next time. All right. So until next time, ciao.